I am recording in my bed once again due to another situation of I was just reading and don't want to get up and want to go right back into reading as soon as I'm done recording. So today was fun. Today was school again, which was interesting. Going in there doing literally nothing in between classes was kind of fine, but kind of not. I still need to find some folders for the English one and make sure I have to get some online book for the math class and shit like that. My voice sounds weird. It's because I'm not in my chair. Well, because I'm sat on my bed. Well, not even sat. I'm laying down. Where my back is arched against the headboard. Yeah, the headboard. So the whole throat and lungs and face situation is not in the ideal posture for recording, or at least the one that I usually have when recording in my chair, which is like, I don't know, like 2 yards away. So I don't know if too many people think in terms of yards, so that might not be the best descriptor, but it's, 5 or 6 feet. A yard is like 3 feet, I think. A yard and a meter are pretty close, actually. They aren't exact. I think a meter is a few centimeters longer than a yard, or vice versa, but they're pretty similar. So if you know meters, then it's about 2 meters away. I think. Um, that's not. It doesn't matter at all, but it's a thing I decided to talk about. Goodness gracious. So yeah, we're still in the event. I'm at like rank 800 and something, and I think it's about time I admitted it. This game is kind of dying, just a little bit, just a little, just kind of a little bit. I fucking knew that would happen. It's I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any exact numbers, but for me to get 800 just by, doing what I do that quickly, there are way less people in the event now. And with all the people who are way super anti-Minet, and like, I mean, I'm not in that camp, but I see it, right? I like a lot of Minet's changes, but I don't like with their events. They haven't been doing very well with the events because they make like ridiculous ones that are way too fucking hard, and they're putting a lot more emphasis on throw your money in to do well. And like, it's obvious too, if you throw your money in, you do really well, and that's not the best for a free to play community. For the people who have money and enjoy the game, then it works. And for the company itself, it might work in the short term because a lot of people that do enjoy the game will throw in their money. But as soon as you're really good, you don't need to put any more money. Like Mike, to use as an example, you all know who he is. You might have heard his voice, and I talk about it a whole lot. But he spent, I don't know the exact number. I should ask him one day. I'm going to use the 10 o'clock one because I might end up using that other one later. But he spent a very, very large amount of money on jewels and gems, and pretty much did all of the best things he could do. Like, he maxed out his... maxed out, like... I think he might have gotten as many workshops as he could. He maxed out his witch school. He maxed out his extra. I think you can get things that give you extra battle points, and you get things that increase your other shit. So he did that, first, and he summoned a shit ton. First he summoned to get Fenrir, and then he summoned to get Summer Alchemist. He did that event and he got her. And recently he got, I believe the girl's name is Bombi, who was a summon. Oh shit! I forgot to switch to. Who was a summon girl for an event, and she actually her skill, and I think he has two of them both awakened, and her skill is damage 9 to 12 times, which is really, really good for ranking. So now that he's spent all of that money, he still has a shit ton of jewels in backup, and he never has to spend money ever again on the game. He spent all that right there, and he's good. He's set for life. Now that he has Bombi, he's set. And with how, how little people are playing, and even me, right now, the state I'm in, I don't need to spend, unless it's a card that I really like, a maiden that I really like. I don't like calling them cards, I just do naturally. But I won't need to spend money, because I'm in a state where I can get 800 ranked first day, and I mean, maybe not as many people are doing this event because it's a little ridiculous and not the best. Not the most interesting event, and he's out of it too. He doesn't give a shit. I like it because the prospect of a debuff with an auto skill is hilarious to me, because I've talked about it before, but I fucking love debuffs. I don't use them often, but when I do use them, I think they're hilarious, because just seeing, like, especially with legendaries, because if you can get a legendary to be like way debuffed, then they're doing like, oh fucking damn it, I shouldn't have said debuff so many times, I jinxed myself. But it's just funny because they can do like 2 or 3 damage. You get them down to do 2 or 3 damage, and even, I mean, if you have a really good debuff, you can get them doing like one damage, and then you're just hitting them a whole bunch, and they can't do shit back, and it's hilarious. I just think it's really funny. It's also like a revenge kind of thing, because you get fucked over pretty bad with debuffs, so it's just like, when you get to do it to them, it's satisfying, and I like it a lot. It's not the best, but with one that's an auto skill, if I can figure out a really good team setup, then I might try to use her a lot more. But that's why I'm doing this event, because I just really enjoy using debuffs when I can, which isn't very often, because the ones I have aren't the best, but I don't know. I had the opportunity to get a 80% attack down, which was powerful, but I decided against it because it was an event thing where there were 2 girls that could be, like evolved to a second form with an item, and I only had one of the item, and I chose the other girl who was much hotter, and I still stand by that decision because she's very hot. I'm talking about the Stolas Sisters event. It was a few events ago where there's 3 of them. The one was a super rare, and it was fuck was her name? I don't remember the super rare, but the ultra rare ones, 2 fantasies, were Herbs Stolas and Astral Stolas. And I really, really like Astral Stolas. She's very pretty. And she's very much like way fucking hotter when she like gets the feather and becomes Astral Wing is her name. So yeah, that's, I mean, one of my favorite cards just based off appearance is Astral Wing. So I still stand by that decision to get her instead of the other chick. I forget what her skill is. I think it's like an attack or something. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have used Herb Wing very much, so I just like that I have Astral Wing. What is her skill? I wanna look at that. I don't know. Whatever. That team has a debuff in it. Yeah, Wicked Mildred's a debuff. I'm not entirely sure why, but yeah, that's. I don't know. There it is. Yeah. Probably because I don't have another really good buff, and she actually I put attack and defense into her so that I could use her a lot more because I really like her. I really wish she was Wicca Mildred because I think at her current state, yeah, it's attack and defense 55% down, but Wicca Mildred, I think it's still 55%, but it's a 25 or 20% chance. And she would have a higher base soldier count. But as you can see, I have put some into her attack and defense because I do really like debuffs. Yeah. Also she's very pretty. And she has a large rack. But no, it's she's effective for teams like that because you stay alive longer when you have a debuff. When you have a debuff or when you have a healer, and I think I do want to make a debuff and healer team because as soon as like when I'm done doing this whole row, everybody's gonna get like way better. Like what do you do now? 20% up? I mean they're not gonna get extremely better, but that's 20% up and then 20% up and then eventually another 20% up. I believe when you get that one upgraded. Yeah. So, and a whole nother set of production ones. So yeah, so that's pretty good. It's not like the best in the world, but it is good to have those. And of course, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna use her, but I do want to use her. Also, I already have her. Where is she? That one. Yay! Da 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 da. She's just the fucking the legendary. That's the one I was talking about. Very pretty as well. It looks nice. I like the legs. The big old ears. Yeah. Yeah, I will be using her eventually. Probably when I get a second one and awaken her. I should have enough dark ones just because of how infrequently I evolve those. But I think I can check actually. Yeah, I should be able to check because of the other chick. Yeah, I do have enough. I have enough to try a few times. That's good. That's good. I don't care for her, for awakening her. But it's cool to have her there as that example there. Passion I don't have enough to do anything with. So she will replace Nadeshko as soon as I can awaken her. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that'll get up to like 200 or 250. If it is 250, she will definitely replace Nadeshko. If it's 200, I'm not certain, but probably. Because 200, because it'll be attack and defense 200. And I think Nadeshko is 20%. Where is she at? Nadeshko is an ultra rare, so having an awakened girl would yeah, it's 20%. But as soon as I can awaken that alchemist there, that's Summer. Yeah, Summer Alchemist. Right, Sunset Alchemist is the better one that I didn't fucking get. But no, she will replace Nadeshko when I get her. When I awaken her, which is inevitable, but I don't know exactly when it'll happen because this event doesn't even have an elemental hall, so I can't really like hope for a shit ton more new gems and shit or whatever. Stones, is that what they're called? I don't fucking remember. They might be called stones. Orbs and stones. Can you get those with what can you get those with? What are they, the orb cores? Can you get those with cores? Coors Light? No. Get the tickets though. Again, saving up for one of these. I don't know why I should give a shit about any of these people. Although that's the brand new skill. She's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. No, you can't buy them with maiden ticket. You sometimes you can. During some special events, you can use maiden tickets to buy extra things, but not the current one. But yeah. Goodness. What even? I'm distracting myself. Sorry, I was looking at my watch. That's why I was I was like gonna play it off, but then I was like, no, whatever. Uh Now I'm just actually blanking because I am a little tired and I just want to read. But no, school's gonna be fine probably. Jeez. To anybody who watches the or listens to, I guess the Kumanani. Today's episode was up late. It is my fault, kind of. It's kind of Dave's fault for telling me to do it, but it's my fault because I didn't do it. No, you know, he usually tells me if he's gonna be, if he can't do it properly, but he still could have, I don't know. It's an annoying situation because he ran out yesterday, and I knew he ran out. And I recorded more yesterday, and I uploaded them to Drive yesterday. So they were there, and they were waiting for him, but I didn't tell him about it. So he messaged me at like 2 o'clock or something when I was asleep, letting me know that he was out of videos and that he wouldn't be home today to upload it. So I was like, if he would have checked Drive, then he would have seen the videos and he would have been able to download them and then upload the one that he needs tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about it. But then now I do have to worry about it, and I have to upload it before school, which wasn't hard, but I like completely forgot about it after school, and it wasn't until almost 8 when I uploaded it, when I like to upload it at 7. So that's that story. So yeah, I was gonna upload it before, because I didn't know exactly when I would get back, so I uploaded it before school, and then I waited to release it until 7. And when 7 rolled around, I completely forgot about it. But that's, yeah, I don't know. I tried to talk to somebody earlier after school. I was waiting to get picked up, and I saw this kid. I assume he's a kid. I have no idea how old he was. He's probably older than me, because, you know, college or whatever. And I see him. He's like leaned against the fountain, and I see him because he's like picking at the ground or whatever, and I'm like, that is a clear sign of a very, very bored person. And he's there like 5 minutes later while I'm waiting, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk over, I'm gonna talk to that guy, because he's very, very bored, and I like talking to people. So, you know, I walk over. I think the line I used to approach him was like, "Is this seat taken?" Which is, you know, a common little thing you might see in the television shows or whatever at a bar. And he was like super confused because he wasn't expecting it at all. Because most people don't walk up to strangers and try to talk to them. Usually, at least. Probably not for people like him. But so I did, and I sat down. You know, I tried to, you know, bring up a few conversations. You know, like, hey, what's your major, and you know, do you have to, or do you have to wait often or something or whatever? Because I don't know, I picked the one thing we had in common, that we were waiting for somebody to pick us up, and I tried to start a conversation out of that. Apparently a bad idea, because it was really weird and like obviously extremely awkward for him. So I was just like, you know, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's just you know, just trying to keep company, and I don't know. I like he left and he said he was getting picked up, but like he might have been lying to get out of the situation, because, you know, the place that he had been waiting at for like 20 minutes would probably be the place that he was supposed to get picked up at. But he was like, oh no, they're here, whatever. I'm gonna go go that way. And I'm just like, yeah, I get it. So I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I do talk to random people like that. two or three times. See somebody sitting by themselves, like, hey, how you doing? I don't know. I think it's just that he was just not a very social person. I don't think so. It's pretty super awkward for him. I don't know, but whatever. I should try to do that more often. Try to talk to people because fucking I don't talk to anybody when I'm at school. Just fucking nobody. There's like one dude who sits in front of me who I could totally get down with talking to in my math class, because he's got like he wears a smartwatch, and like I would love to talk about that with him because I love talking about my smartwatch, and exchange stories and opinions of it and whatnot. And the teacher has a smartwatch as well. Um, the perfect line to start that conversation with would be to thank him for wearing his smartwatch on his non-dominant hand, because he writes with his right hand and he has a smartwatch on his left hand. But the teacher doesn't do that. The teacher writes with her right hand and has a smartwatch on her right hand, which is the stupidest thing in the world, because you have to use your left hand, your non-dominant hand, to control your smartwatch, and I can't do jack shit with my left hand, so why would I can barely use my phone with my left hand. Why would I try to do that shit? It's just, I don't know. In general, you're supposed to wear a watch on your non-dominant hand because you're supposed to be able to do things while looking at your watch. So, you're doing something with your hand, and then you just, check the time real quick instead of having to stop whatever you're doing with your hand so that you can check the time. It makes sense. But, apparently this old lady just does not understand that concept at all. But, hell, maybe it's more comfortable for her. I do want to make that comment eventually and strike up a conversation, because he's a very charismatic person. And we've had minor nonverbal exchanges, some verbal even, just throughout the class. Because we were both people to answer questions and whatnot, so we sort of established that we knew what we were talking about and kind of smart people. So as soon as there's an idiot on the other side of the room, he's just and I'm just mm-hmm. It's just, that happened today. Just because, I don't know, because it was he just couldn't figure it out. With somebody on the other side of the room, and the teacher was trying to explain shit to him, and I was just yep, well, whatever, what can you do? But no, he's a pretty cool dude. Completely forgot his name. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't mention it, because I don't like mentioning people's names on the show, but just don't know it at all. I think he plays guitar, though, which is pretty fucking cool. He might be in a band. I know there's a dude that plays the guitar, and there's a dude that plays the drums, and one of them is actually in a band. Train. Oh, God. This episode's actually kind of long already. Could have ended it before, and then I started talking about school and shit. I'll end it now because I'll be out of battle points, but... So yeah, there's a dude that plays the drums and a dude that plays the guitar. One of them was actually in a band, and it's the one that was in a band had mentioned that he wanted to start a music club, and I hadn't said anything to him, but I'm kind of interested, because I dabble in piano, but I like singing a lot. So if he actually gets that off the ground, then I don't know, I might want to try to do something like that. But clubs and extra activities and shit like that, it's kind of hard to try to get into that when you have to worry about somebody else picking you up, because it's you have to get them to work around your schedule. So when you try to change it frequently, everything just gets more and more complicated, and it's just not fun for anyone. But I don't know. Maybe I'll make a really cool friend there, and then we'll just carpool. But I don't know. I'll keep you updated on that shit next week, because I don't have school until literally a week from now. Monday I have off. But right now I'm just gonna end this episode. Yeah, take care of yourself.